I'm in Salad and I Saw Stagecoach. It is directed by John Ford, written by Dudley Nichols. If you haven't seen this movie, I'll spoil it for you. Time and temperature check. It is 12 a.m., 63 degrees, 85% humidity. On with the review. We are in the Arizona, New Mexico territory, and we got a whole ensemble of people taking the stagecoach to Lordsburg. They're a threat of Apaches going to get them, and I really like how this movie establishes the tension by gradually bringing it up, every so often bringing up the threat as it goes stop to stop, picking up new passengers, new things start to happen. We got this chick who wants to see her husband. The husband is a fighter in the army and he got wounded from the Apaches, and she's like, I gotta go there, I gotta find him. But it turned out that she was pregnant and she gave birth, which was pretty cool. We also got this prostitute who is kicked out of the town alongside of this drunk doctor, and they're going to Lordsburg now. We got this guy who broke out of prison and is trying to kill some folks that killed his folks in Lordsburg. And we also got this whiskey drummer. He's the guy who'll be selling whiskey to people. Luckily, the doc is an alcoholic, so he drinks all of the whiskey. We got all of these threads intertwined with each other. They all share one location, the stagecoach, and also the threat they have to deal with, these Apaches. We got the Cherokee. They hate the Apaches. They working with the white people. What's fun to see is they all have differences that they don't really like the other people for. Like for example, everybody keeps treating the prostitute like a literal scum, except for the guy who broke out of prison. He's like, yo, I propose, since both of our folks are dead, how about we get married? I got a ranch and you can hang out there, and I got this marshal, he's gunning. Got the marshal, he's shotgunning on the stagecoach. I keep saying stagecoach. Stagecoach. And he's having a good old time fighting the Apaches. Some people get injured, but it's great buildup. It's a wonderful time. If you haven't seen this, I do recommend it because there's some really cool shots of the horizon. The horizon is never in the middle. It's usually in the horizon, like directly horizon line without all the rocks and such, is in the top third or the bottom third, or like really below the bottom third or really above the top third. Never ever does it put it in the middle. There's a lot of great tension, a lot of slow build-up. It's hard for me to describe in detail exactly how good the build-up is, but the baby mama, she's safe, and the prostitute, she goes to that guy's place, and also that guy goes to jail. He's going to be going for another year because he tried to escape. The fight with the Apaches, that was really cool because I like how they're going. They're being very particular with their shots, and they're getting some of the horseback riders. At the very beginning of the stagecoach journey, we got the army is there. Unfortunately, they can't be there for the entire time, so they have to go through the journey alone, and then the Apache come. And at the very, very last minute where you think, oh no, the stagecoach, they're did for sure, the army shows up and saves them, which is a really good time. And then they haul off the injured. Everybody's in Lordsburg, and everybody has a good old happy ending. This is a really fun time. Great cinema. The sound is fun. I like the technology. This is very impressive for its time, and I think that it was done well. Plus, I really like the blocking. I like the acting. I honestly just like all of it. It feels, every part of this feels incredibly intentional by everybody involved, and everybody has to rely on their own skills. Plus also, film was expensive, so they had to deal with the fact that there were some mistakes, of course. There is the power lines, I could see those, but I liked how the movie justified by the telegram. This is 1880. Also, I don't know how telegram lines work. We also got, there's a guy, the nervous guy, who keeps trying to leave, but we got the alcoholic doctor. He's like, you gotta stay because you're a man. There's this time where he's like trying to grab a shot glass, and he just knocks over the shot glasses, and I find that to be really, really funny. I don't know if that was an accident or not. It seems like an accident. Overall, this is a really fun movie. If you haven't seen Stagecoach, I recommend you watch it at least once. I highly recommend old movies because they had to be very intentful, because making movies was incredibly difficult and incredibly expensive. So the fact that you could make a movie is like a huge privilege, which means that you should be able to use that privilege to the highest degree. Modern movie people, I feel like they are spoiled with the technology, so you can be able to slack on things. Oh, we can just edit in post-production, so it doesn't feel as cohesive, these modern movies. Versus these old movies, they feel incredibly cohesive, and it's a good old time. So I've got to give this one, it's like an 8.8 out of 10. If you like this review, watch another one on the platform. Really likes it. If I haven't reviewed it on the channel, there's a chance I haven't seen it at all. That's why you gotta get the Patreon request at patreon.com/ASEPresents. $20 dinos for one movie review per 1 month. Support the daily grindiness by going to this link tree down below. It continues the daily grind of all these things. So go here. And until next time, I'm in Salad Saw. I'll see you later, my sour croutons. Bake a bit. Now, excuse me, I'm gonna go catch a stagecoach. Goodbye.